Thank you very much. Let me again welcome you to Medicine African Motives. We are still on Consumer Studies, Grade 10, Term 3. So now we are on exam practice. So we are on exam practice 2 that we want to prepare ourselves with. So exam practice 2, that is all about fibers and fabrics. So the total marks that you are to get is 25 marks. So without wasting much time, let us get to our business of today, where we are going to start with question 1, which is a matching question. So you're going to match the fiber to its property. Remember, we did talk about fibers and properties on our notes. So as the question says, choose the correct property from column B. We're talking about this column. For each fiber in column A, we are talking about this A column. So that this start. So we have column A and column B. So column A is all about fiber. These are fibers: cotton, wool, sling, bamboo, linen. And column B, we are talking about what? The properties. So that is that. So now we are doing what? A matching question. So 1.1, we have cotton. So cotton, the correct answer that matches this item cotton is C. Cottons are soft and absorbent. So the correct answer there is C. So it means 1.1. 1.1, the correct answer is C. Then we come to 1.2, whereby we are having what? Wool. So wool, the correct answer there is D. The properties that are under wool is that is D. Warm and elastic. Warm and elastic. So 1.2 is D. So we are saying it's warm and elastic. We know wool keeps the body warm and can stretch because it is elastic. So that's why we're saying it's a correct answer. Then we come to 1.3. 1.3, we're talking about silk. So correct answer for silk, correct property in fact, for silk is B. Silk, they are soft and eco-friendly. Silk are soft and eco-friendly. So silk has a smooth texture and naturally shiny appearance. So that is that. So that is what we're saying. A correct answer is D. It's what? Is it D? Sorry. We are on 1.3. We did talk about 1.2D. 1.3 is A, sorry. 1.3, silk are smooth and shiny. So it's incorrect to say they are soft and eco-friendly. So the correct answer there is A, silk. The correct answer is A, smooth and shiny. So sorry for that. It's A. The correct answer is A. Silk has a smooth texture and naturally shiny appearance, like I've said. So that was just a mistake. So now we come to 1.4. We come to 1.4. 1.4, we have bamboo. So bamboo, the correct answer for bamboo is B. They are soft and eco-friendly. So we're saying the correct answer is B for bamboo. Soft and eco-friendly. Bamboo fabric is soft and can break down naturally. So that is that. 1.5, we are talking about linen. So linen, the correct answer is A. This is that. They are strong and cool. So linen is strong and helps keep the body cool in hot weather. So that's why we're saying the correct answer there is A. So we have said 1.2 is D, 1.3 is A, 1.4 is B, 1.5 is A. So these are our answers. These are our answers for question 1. So let us move on. Like we told, write your answer as follows: 1.1C. So this is that. So let us be on question 2. Question 2 is all about natural fibers. So the question says, distinguish between cellulose fiber and protein fiber. So we have to distinguish between. So cellulose fiber comes from plants. So cellulose fiber comes from plants. We can say cellulose fiber comes from plants, while protein fibers come from animals. Protein fiber comes from, sorry, comes from animals. Comes from animals. So that's that. So we are saying protein, cellulose fiber comes from plants. Comes from plants. Why? Because they are obtained from plant sources such as cotton, linen, and bamboo. But protein fiber comes from animals. Why? Because they are obtained from animals such as wool from sheep and silk from silkworms. So that is that. So the difference is that the other one comes from plants, the other one from animals. So that is that. Now let us get to question 2. Give 2 uses of sling. Give 2 uses of sling. Uses of sling. So sling can be used in dresses. Can be used from dresses. You know, sleek is smooth, lightweight, and very attractive. That is that. Also, ties you can use on neckties. Its smooth and shiny appearance gives a formal look. Also, you can use it from scarves. Can use it from scarves. Yeah, sleek is soft and comfortable against the skin. Also, you can use it for a formal way. So that is that. So it's very luxurious. Appearance makes it suitable for special occasions. So these are our answers for question 2.2. So now let us get to question 2.3. State one advantage and one disadvantage of linen. So let's start. One advantage and one disadvantage of a linen. So that is that. Let's first start by the advantage. Let's first start by the advantage. Advantage is that it is cool in hot weather. That is that. Here we are talking about advantage. Cool in hot weather. Cool in hot weather. Cool in hot weather. So it is cool in hot weather. Linen is breathable and helps the body stay cool. So that is that. Or you can say it is also a long lasting. It's long lasting. Also, you can say it's long lasting. You can say it's long lasting. Linen is long lasting. Why? Because linen wrinkles easily and may need ironing. So that is that. These are our advantages. Cool in hot weather and also long lasting. So disadvantage now of linen is that creases easily. Creases easily. Creases easily. So linen wrinkles easily and may need ironing. So that is that. So that is why we say it creases easily. Also, we can say it is expensive. It is expensive. Linen in general costs more than some other fabrics. So these are our answers for disadvantages. Those are our answers for disadvantages. So I want to correct where we're talking about the advantage that we said is a long-lasting. It's a long-lasting. So we're supposed to give it an explanation of saying if we are saying it's a long-lasting, it is because it's a strong fiber that can withstand regular use. So that is where I just wanted to correct. So now let us get to question number 3. Question 3. Question 3, now we're going to talk about textile blends. Textile blends. Textile blends. So this is where we are to be. Textile blends. So we are saying we are on question 3. We are on question 3 on the textile blends. So as it says, a clothing manufacturer wants to make a fabric that is comfortable, strong, easy to wash, and dries quickly. Then 3.1 says, which blend would you recommend? That is poly or cotton. That is poly, cotton. So blend. That is poly or cotton blend. So this is a blend that would be recommended. Poly or cotton. So why? Because it combines the useful qualities of polyester and cotton. So making it comfortable and strong and easy to care for. So that is the reason for that blend. 3.2 says name the fibers in this blend. Name the fibers in this blend. So the fibers in this blend is polyester and cotton. Polyester and cotton. So these are the fiber in this blend, polyester and cotton. So a poly cotton blend is made by combining these two fibers that we are talking about. 3.3, give 3 advantages of this blend. Give 3 advantages of this blend. Great. Give 3 advantages of this blend. Polycotton blend. So what are the advantages? The first one is that it is strong. It is strong. Polyester improves the strength of the fabric. That is why we say it's strong. Also, it is easy to wash. It is easy to wash. It does not require difficult care. Very easy to wash. Also comfortable. Comfortable. Cotton provides comfort. So also it is again wrinkle resistant. It is also wrinkle uh, resistant. Wrinkle resistant. That is that. So it is wrinkle resistant because it does not crease easily. So these are our answers for that question. Strong, easy to wash, comfortable, and wrinkle resistant. So now let us go to question 4. Let us be on question 4. Choosing a textile. A consumer wants to buy a blanket for winter. Which fiber would you recommend? He wants to buy a blanket. Consumer of us wants to buy blanket in winter. So which fiber would you recommend? So the answer is wool, because we're talking about winter. So the answer is wool. Why wool? Wool is naturally warm, making it suitable for cold weather. So that is that. So now let us be on question 4.2. Give 2 reasons for your choice. Why are we saying wool? Because it is warm. It is warm. It helps keep the body warm. Also, the other reason would be durable, can last for a long time. And then it is elastic. So it can stretch, return to its original shape. Also absorbs moisture. Absorbs moisture. So it can absorb moisture without immediately feeling wet. So those are the answers for 4.2. So now we come to 4.3. Why would the consumer consider the price of the blanket? Why would the consumer consider the price of the blanket? So the answer is that the item should fit the consumer's budget. The item should fit the consumer's budget and provide value for money. So fit the consumer budget and provide value for money. That is 4.3. 4.3, we're saying the item should fit the consumer's budget. Should fit the consumer's budget. Consumer's budget. And provide value for money. And provide value for money. So that is that. So consumers should avoid spending more than they can afford while still choosing good quality products. That's what this question wants. 4.4. Why is it important to consider durability? 4.4. Why is it important to consider durability? A durable blanket lasts longer and resists wear. That is that. That is 4.4. So we are saying a durable blanket, as we're talking about blanket now, a durable blanket lasts a longer and resist wear. Last longer and resist wear. And resist wear. That is that. So the consumer will not need to replace it frequently, saving money in the long term. So these are our answers. So these are our answers. So we can now move on. So we can now move on to question 5. Now we are on question 5, case study advising a consumer. Remember, we did talk about this on our notes. As it says, Tandy buys an expensive wool jersey. She washes it incorrectly and the jersey shrinks. Then the question is, what would Tandy have checked before washing the jersey? That is our first question. She was supposed to make sure that they care in washing label. So she was supposed to do what? To check before. So the answer is the care or washing label. So we're talking about the care or washing label. Washing label. So the label is going to give instructions on how to wash and care for the garment correctly. So that is why we are saying this is the correct answer. So that is that. Then 5.2, explain why care labels are important. Care labels tell consumers how to wash, dry, iron clothing correctly. So they give that instruction. So that is why we are saying 5.2 is because we are saying care labels give, care labels tell the consumer how to wash, dry, and iron. Dry and iron clothing correctly. Dry and iron clothing correctly. So that is that. So following these instructions helps prevent damage and makes clothing last longer. So that is that. 5.3, give 2 questions consumers would ask before buying clothing. That is 5.3. Give 2 questions consumer would ask before buying the clothing. What is the item made of? That is the first question that they can ask them. What is the item made of? That is that. So this tells consumer which fibers are used. The other question is that is it suitable for its purpose? Is it suitable for its purpose? For its purpose. Is it suitable for its purpose? This ensures the fabric will work for its intended use. The other question is that is it comfortable? Is it comfortable? Is it comfortable? That is another question that you can ask. Is it comfortable? This ensures it feels pleasant to wear. Also, the other question can be, is it durable? Is it durable? That is that. So durability, that is going to help ensure the item will last. So the other one will see, is it affordable? Is it affordable? Is it affordable? This ensures it fits the consumer's budget. So that is that. Thank you very much for your time. Please make use of this exam practice as it will help you when you are writing your term 3 exam. Thank you very much.